Hey Addison, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Busy day with classes.
Yeah.
Kids had lots of energy. Must be that snow.
Yeah, probably the case of the Mondays. How was your
Yes.
weekend?
It was pretty good. I went to a wedding, just lots of family stuff. Busy.
Oh, yeah.
How was your weekend?
It was pretty good. I've just been trying to get things together for this week and just getting kind of organized and things like that.
Yeah, you are a very organized person. I know, go with the flow.
Oh, yeah. You go with the flow. Sometimes that can be really great. You're pretty creative.
Thank you.
I have noticed, I'm going to bring this up, that a few students are kind of struggling a little bit, and I feel like they might benefit from like one of those Velcro schedules.
Yeah,
Put it on their desk and they can just see it.
Yeah, that probably would help some of my students. I just really like having the approach where they can use their creativity and just be open. And sometimes the schedule seems so constricting, but
No.
what? Yeah,
I understand a structured schedule or a lesson plan might seem kind of overwhelming, and it looks like you don't have a lot of time to do something, and it doesn't look fun if you look at it on paper.
Yeah.
But I've noticed from past experience that if I have a lesson plan, I can sometimes add in some of my creativity in it as well. And I've even read a few books about it too.
That would be helpful. Yeah, sometimes I do feel like the kids aren't really getting enough of the actual lesson plan.
Mm-hmm.
But, they just have to be creative. And how would that even look in the classroom? I mean, maybe it'd be helpful for me to look at your class because you're so organized.
Oh, yeah, you could definitely come into my classroom anytime. I would love to have you. Do you ever feel like time is kind of crucial, or you feel rushed when you just let the kids do whatever?
Yeah, sometimes it's helpful for me to get more work done in school, kind of have a busy
I
life.
understand.
But yeah, the kids are like, oh, I want to finish this, but we gotta just keep moving on.
Yeah, you do have to just keep moving on. Sometimes you can't finish everything. I feel like for your classroom and for your students, you might benefit from having a little bit more structure. What do you kind of think about that?
Yeah, in the mornings it's kind of difficult to get going, and that kind of sets the tune for the rest of the day, the tone for the rest of the day. So maybe something in the morning more structured, because the kids either have tons of energy or are super tired, so that's kind of a hard thing to balance.
Okay, so we could talk about sometime soon, we could talk about having or incorporating a set schedule, something that you guys do every morning that you would be so used to. It would really benefit you. It would help you with the stress and even the students. It would set the tone for the rest of the day, having that structure.
Yeah, because then they know what's coming next, and it's not so spontaneous. Do you think kids do well with structure? I mean, I guess I'm just kind of go with the flow.
Yeah, I believe that students do very well with structure because humans are a creature of habit, and they will just, kids love doing and having a schedule from what I've noticed. They also like to have fun, so I want you to keep that side of things in there as well. I feel like it would be really important for the kids to finish things instead of
having it just sit there, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things just sitting there.
Yeah, because I see, I get a lot of great ideas from Pinterest, and
I love Pinterest.
yeah, the end product sounds so awesome and looks great, but I don't really see that much in my classroom, so building in that structure would probably be really helpful.
Mm-hmm. So,
how would I do that and still bring in my creativity?
Having structure and bringing in your creativity. Well, we could first start by maybe looking at some of your lesson plans that you found on Pinterest that you really like. We could put those in some sort of document, even writing out some things that you would say or some things that you would really want to accomplish within that lesson, some things that you feel are really important for the students.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe bullet point those things, and we can make sure that you stick to those and even have a time slots. Having a time slot for each portion of the day would really help. It would help that you stay on task and get those things that you feel like are really important for those kids to get out of that lesson. Because if the students aren't finishing their work, what did I say? If they aren't finishing their work, it's just going to have a different feel to the learning environment. They might not feel like it's important to finish things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely see what you're saying. So maybe just having like a specific time for math and then reading.
Exactly.
And then what you're saying, like in those blocks, like for math class, having whatever activity is for that day, having even little blocks of time for each part of that activity.
Yeah.
Too.
Exactly.
That would be helpful. Thank you for your advice. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.